your folks around outside the campus. Make friends, be social. In short, that's what we see you through. The brother that was talking when I came in, he said, loneliness you feel, that was extra, bro. But it's not far from truth. Prosperity might not come. The research success might not come. I remember my friend, Dr. Emmanuel. I met him when I first came. I told him, I said, bro, don't read too much. Even the scripture, for you that are Christians, the scripture says, I always get no air. Why do you want to kill yourself? So be social. Be social. Please. Let's try one of these shots. Oh, before I moved on from that, I remember there was, when I was looking for an academic position, and I told my boss, I'm like, and this it depends on your it's very easy. Yeah, and that was my advisor that told me that. So when I was looking for a job, he called the people here. I said, write me a reference. He said, Charles, just go for the job talk, tell them to call me. So when the professor here, when they called, because they called them, he said, you know what? If you don't bring Charles to Lincoln, you will miss. It's going to be your own miss out. And I'm not that intelligent. I'm not that smart. Don't like this bro and the other bro. The only thing I know how to do very well is to network. For many people that know me here, I do it. I need friends. Network. Don't forget. So that I'm here today is not because I'm spectacular, but because of the references people gave on my behalf. In short, I was coming in to come and do mathematical modeling in the food system. One of the persons that gave a reference was the number one mathematical model like the whole world. Outstanding. Now, when I say outstanding, I don't mean that you should be exceptional. It's totally different way. I've told you, you are not that smart. Don't see yourself as if you are. But also, put all that smartness. Be outstanding. And what makes a scholar outstanding is three things: research, teaching, and outreach. How many papers can you publish as you are starting? How many of you have started looking at publishing, gathering some literature and writing a paper? You go show your boss, your advisor. See, I'm working on some literature. Let's publish it. Do you even know the tools that you will use? Like tutorial, do you know what you will use to become a good research? Papers. Publish papers. Start with literature review. Start today. I told my friend go to school. I said, when you get home, did you talk to him about it? What happened? Feedback. Was he happy with the idea? He will be happy because most of us assistant professor, if you are working with an assistant professor, we just know paper. It's not because of you we want you to publish paper, it's because I want it so I can promote. So if you give them paper, they will like you. That's what I give to my boss. It's just as if you're giving a dog a treat. Take more, take more, take more. He will come to you more. Give them papers. Right. I told my friend, Emmanuel, Dr. Emmanuel, I told him to go because he reads too much. I told him, number one, go marry, go get a wife. It was when he got a wife that I finished his PhD. So I'm serious about it. And he was able to finish. And he was one of the best. Don't be too much. I start taking evaluation from the students. As you progress in your teaching competency, let students evaluate your course content and your course delivery. Be saving it. Even when you want to go to industry, I was working in the industry before. I use those references from my students as well. The third one is outreach. That we are here today is a sign of being in an outreach gathering. Or do you think I'm not going to write this in my in my annual review. You're missing it. It's going to be my annual review that I came here today to talk to students, inspire them about scholarship. So, do more of outreach. Join club. Join Nebraska H4. Go to high school with them. Go to K12. Your experiments will not work. Your computation coding will have some bug. You will fail many times. Ask them. Ask them. My father used to tell me that you can lose some battles, but provided you win the war, you are a warrior. Win the war. Forget the battles. You will lose some. The experiment at the last stage, when you have it all together, we just crumble. And I told myself, then I was working on the experiment. I said, I'm not that good, bro. Can I go to computation? He said, it's too late. You're already spending 5 years. Charles, it's too late. I said, no, let me do computation. Experiment is not my village people. I'm doing something. But when those failures come, they will come. The great masters, they don't come to you, sister. But stand up and do it again. And do it again. And do it again. And again and again and again and again. Till that experiment works. Till that computation works. After all, that's what makes us be a student. That's what makes us scholars. Because we fail, and the simple one is agreeing with me. You're going to fail, but don't quit. Finish your PhD. I did mine for 5 years. Very smart people like Dr. Emmanuel did for 3 years. After I inspired him to go marry. So, don't worry. Don't worry. Keep doing it. Keep going. There's a song, the steadfast love. The steadfast, be tenacious. Don't let it go until you get that master's degree. Until you get that PhD. So I'm going to be ending here. 3 things I ended today. I summarize. Number 1. No, not 2. Be social. 2. Be outstanding. Now, that outstanding doesn't mean you want to prove that you are smart. No. Outstanding means that if my sister understands it more, I learn from her. Being outstanding means I will not compare myself with her. That's being outstanding. I don't look at her own progress and talk low to myself. That's outstanding, right? Being outstanding doesn't mean you compare or you compete. It means you. That's outstanding. I don't tell you to be smart, excellent. Don't do that. Just be different. But just be different. I'm asking what you ask. Be steadfast. And that's what you
to us why they are existing, and Andrew will be doing justice to that. You're welcome.
Thank you, Tyler. Professor Charles, I first have to say that as my wife and I are half Canadian, it's cold up there, and we agree with you completely, being Canadians. So my name's Andrew. I'm the president of the Graduate Student Assembly, which means all about 4,800 graduate students here at UNL. I'm actually very excited. I've actually got to visit Western Africa And little known fact, I was actually baptized in Africa. So there's a little tidbit about my personal life. You guys are all so welcome, and Katie will tell you that after I spend time with you all, I tell her I feel like I've been at home. So I've spent time living in several countries in South America, and it just feels at home to be with you. I'm so glad that you guys invited me here. I'm so glad I can spend some time with you, because it does feel like being at home. So thank you guys so much. ISF, the brothers who got great things. I really appreciate what all of you have done here. This is amazing. So thank you, Tana and Ross, all of you for showing up and really working together. Thank you. So the first thing you know about me, I'm just another student. I'm like all of you that are students at UNL. You're going to see me around campus. So please, when you see me, Timothy, I saw you this week, say hi, wave and stop me, say hello real quick. I'll be running back and forth between different buildings and doing research in classes just like you. I saw IBK as well this last week. So yeah, please stop and say hi. And if I don't know your name, introduce yourself, and I will do my best to remember it. So, who is the GSA? The GSA, we are under the Association of Students of the University of Nebraska, which is ASUN. They represent all students, and they have delegated to us the responsibility of representing the graduate student, which is each of you. Each of your programs should have a representative to the GSA. If you don't, please let Katie, our VP of Representation, know, because we would like to get input from all the programs across campus. There's about 57-ish representatives right now across campus, and again, we represent that 20% of students that is graduate students and professional students. So what does it mean to represent students? It means that I have meetings with the graduate college, with Dean Hope of the graduate college. It means that I have meetings with ASUN president and student regent Jay Drake to represent us at the MU system level. It means that I have meetings with the chancellor to talk about that. Katie is going to meet with the executive vice chancellor this last week. And so that's kind of our role, is to be the graduate student voice. So if you...
Is it possible to connect with Africa? So like you connect with Africa, with Nigeria or other countries in Africa. And then tell us your experience about this. If you connect with Africa, so like you have connections in Africa, maybe in terms of research, or maybe in terms of any other outreach. Then if you have, if it's possible, then tell us if you have some experience on connecting back with Africa, right? Tell us about the experience. Then how can we also help people, friends in Africa?
Research about there are bodies like Carnegie. Carnegie is they support African scholars a lot, and I know they support PhD students that want to do research in Africa. Currently, I'm doing one project with the professor at the Ahmadu Bello University, and it's been sponsored by this corporation. They're based in New York. So I know they support postdoc as well as PhD students. So it's always possible there's something to do in Africa. Also, in the area of curriculum development, Carnegie also support that. So by next year, I'm going to be traveling to Kaduna to work on curriculum development as well. So there are many things you can do. Just look for the right agency. You don't need to use your money or anything that can support such endeavors. The next question about, it's always good to have. Maybe, I don't know what you want to do. But in my network, if people ask me, please try to answer your question. The problem is that when you get here, you find out that it's not the way it is in Africa. Sometimes just to browse the internet costs a lot. So they might ask you a question, you will say, oh, for that question, you can just search on the internet for that question. But don't be angry. Please, just try as much as possible to answer those questions. That's what I've learned to do. If you are just saying, oh, you can see that information, they might ask you some stupid question, but just absorb it and answer it.
All right, thank you so much. I have another question here. So, why does it take to publish a paper here? Why does it take so much a long time? And the second question is, the education system here is quite different.
It's not hard. It's not hard. When I was a student, every year I published one. Every year. But I know someone that was into also. And this my young brother, Dr. Akitunde here. When I met him, he has no paper, right? And I keep pushing him. Bro, you need to publish something. He published a lot already. He finished in 3 years. No, right? Your papers will be paid by your advisor. Now I have one student with me from India. We just published a paper. I paid it. Right? Even the conference. So it's not so hard. You just need to inspire yourself and start looking for niche in your area. So if you are working in biochemistry, start looking for that area where the edge, the niche of that program. If you stay in the center, you might not be able to publish more. He worked on artificial intelligence, on bridges, and he published. So look at the edge of the program. If you are mechanical engineering, you don't want to start thinking about what has already been done. It's at the edges that's where the breakthrough are. The edges of your program. Medicine, pharmacy, what is that thing? So if you are doing your research studies, let it be at the edge of that thing. That will help you to publish more. If you stay inside the knowledge, you might not publish it.